called Pretzels in History, and we were wondering if we could interview you for our YouTube channel, because we're really into American history, so we would like to know about this organization, if that's what you're
Okay. Okay. So my question is to you is, what is your organization and what do you do to support this?
Daughters of the American Revolution is a worldwide organization for women. We have to track our lineage all the way back to the Revolutionary War. And when I say that, your ancestor didn't have to fight in the Revolution, but if they supported it by maybe farm products or horses or women took care of the ill or the injured. There are over 1 million women have joined over the years. And we're in Washington, D.C. at 1776 D Street. We're a very active organization, very patriotic. We have veterans. We support veterans and active military and many community things that we do. Reading, you name it, we do it.
And what do you have to do in order to get into this organization?
You have to fill out an application. You have to have everything designated and documented from your birth.
Oh, God!
Back to your ancestor patriot. One of my ancestors came over in 1732. His name was Johannes Henry Shuey. And yes, a Shuey. I'm also in the light line, which Lebanon County has many lights for it. There were lights that were involved at the Historical Society. There's some things there, but any families from the local area, not just the local area, but any families that you can track back to the 1700s, usually the birth needed to be about 1760 or older.
Very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're familiar with the light fort as well. We've been out there and sort of like covered it a little bit, talked about the fort. It's one of the oldest buildings in Lebanon County.
Yes. And have you been to the log house on Chestnut Street?
No, not yet.
Okay. Now they're open in the summertime on Wednesdays. So if you want to stop by there, if you're ever available, stop by there and they'll take you for a little tour and explain the makeup of the house and what they're trying to do there. The Daughters of the American Revolution also have a garden in there, a 4-square garden that we started fixing and bringing up, planting many flowers and vegetables. I think we started about 4 or 5 years ago. The garden was there but was dormant, and we brought it back to life. And the vegetables that they grow, we've been taking the vegetables over to local co-ops and things, like over to the Rescue Mission or maybe to LCCM. So
it's a good cause.
Yeah. We go to the USO. You'll find DAR just about anywhere. Anywhere that there's some work to do and try to get community involved.
So you have a lot of members.
Here in Lebanon, our Lebanon chapter has about 80 members. As I said, there have been over 1 million women have joined. A beautiful Constitution Hall in Washington, D.C. So,
yeah, definitely.
We actually saw something down in Pittsburgh at the Point.
Okay.
There's an old, one of those old brick houses from the...
I'm trying to think the name. Fort Pitt?
Fort Duquesne and Fort Pitt, yes.
Fort Pitt, Fort Duquesne. There's a number of them out there.
And there's a memorial
Memorial, yes.
That was dedicated by the Daughters of the Revolution.
Yes. There's also some Madonna of the Trail statues across the United States. One is in, it's just right outside of Washington, where the National NIH is. There's one outside there, and then there's one around in the western part of Pennsylvania. But there's a trail, and it's a woman with a child hugging to her, in the older dress, in the long dress, and a weapon. She's holding one child, another child on her leg, and it's in commemoration of all the plight and the folks that went across America. So.
Very interesting.
So when you said about the Shueys, you're not related to the Shueys pretzel. family.
Well,
are
I'm
you?
sure
Oh, yeah?
it would be distant.
Gotcha.
Well, see, that's a big deal to us.
Because we interviewed them already.
Oh, did you?
And our show is it's called Pretzels in History. And
Okay.
So, yeah,
And
we,
Their pretzels are very good.
Yes, they are.
I stop in there all the time. Yes, I'm sure. As far as I don't know how many generations removed, but they would all be from the same line. There's a Daniel Shuey was the father, and Johann was one of his children. That's one that I'm linked through. But they had more than one child. I was amazed sometimes when you do your genealogy and find out how many children some of these, some of the patriots had. You know.
dozens.
I also have, when you talk about Shueys, I have a Shuey that fought in the Civil War, Anson B. Shuey, and his story, he's a local fella, and he's buried at Walmer's Cemetery, but he was buried 3 times.
What? Why?
He was injured in the battle at Winchester, Virginia. Was hit in the leg with not a cannonball, but a musket ball, and they had to amputate. They amputated his leg, and during the night, he woke up and tried to get out of bed. He actually bled to death. So he was buried in a shallow grave by the hospital. When the other men in his group found out that he died and was buried, they went and dug him up and moved him to a proper grave for the military in Winchester, Virginia. 3 months later, his brother-in-law from this area went down, dug him up, brought him back to Lebanon County and to Pennsylvania, and now he's buried at Walmer's Cemetery.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. I don't know if I want to be buried that
No,
many times.
in fact, his years later, when his wife passed away, she still did not believe that was her husband. She would not. She had to view the body. She wouldn't. And you can imagine 3-4 months after someone passed.
You like it?
Yeah.
And she said, "That's not my husband," but it was her husband. She just couldn't come to terms with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be tough.
Yeah, I can imagine. I
Yeah.
can imagine. So, awesome what you folks are doing.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
Well,
yeah.
thank you.
Before you go, they're making pieces of mosaic for the large project that's going to hang at the fairgrounds. So I'd like to invite you over to do that. Doesn't cost anything, and your piece will be in the large mosaic for Lebanon County.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
cool. Let's do it.